Smile. Hi. Welcome, welcome. I'm Kelly Pitts, and we have my friend Jan Spencer here today with us.
Hi, everyone.
We are thrilled. We're going to show you what a fun time we've had all weekend, right? We were so exhausted. I got up at 7, I think, this morning, and by 10 o'clock, I already had to take a nap. My husband was just, oh my gosh. Because we had 5 of us here for a crafting weekend and had a wonderful time. We were creating projects from Amy Story's Retreat to Go, or Retreat in a Box, however you want to call it. And she had some wonderful projects designed and also a bunch of cards. And we were here all day Saturday and most of the day Sunday, and we still didn't finish. So we're going to, yeah, we're going to show you some of the projects that we did complete in that time period. And Jan's going to talk about some, and I'm going to talk about some. So I will switch the camera over, and I'll probably let's do a close up of some of the projects. Let me see if I can get us both. Let's see what this one looks like. That way we've got us in there. And then if y'all have any questions about the projects, we kind of we didn't all have all the stamp sets that Amy used. And that's typical, right?
Yes.
It's kind of hard to have that. It's kind of hard. Nobody can have every single stamp set in the catalogs and the online exclusives that are going on. So we did what we could, right, Jan?
That's right. We adjusted the vision a little bit and successfully completed everything.
Yes. So we're going to show you. This is one set that we made. These are little coasters. I can show you up close. And this first time I had used Mod Podge in quite a while. And that is, if y'all haven't used that, these are little wooden coasters, and we just put glue on the surface and went back and forth both ways on the wooden coaster, stuck our piece of paper on. And this is from a set that I can't remember the name, but all of these pages and the little die cuts came out of one little 6x6 packet of paper that is in the mini catalog, the holiday catalog. So we added the little bows and the holly and added the greetings, and then we Mod Podged it again with it's like a really thin glue, wouldn't you say?
Yes, yes.
So here's our second one with the little Merry Christmas and the cardinal and all that gingham paper. And all of these papers, like I said, and the die cuts came out of that one pack, except for these gold ones. And that is from a separate Christmas ephemera pack that's also in the mini catalog. So we did 4 cute little coasters. So added this piece of paper, and then added the gifts, added the tag. And then we'll show you how to make the magic happen with all the little coasters, which would be a great little way to do like a hostess gift for Christmas or a teacher's gift before the kids go out of school for the semester. But you can tie this up. Let's go ahead and tie the tag in first. Probably should have thought of that. Jan had a great idea the other day with sticking a glue dot in there to stick that in together, but we made it without it today. So here's the little tag, and then we're going to just tie a little bow and have a ready-made gift that is already pre-wrapped. Isn't that gorgeous?
And for those who know a little bit about Mod Podge, this had a gloss to it. So some do not. This particular one that we used did.
I like it. Whoops, I don't like my bow. We'll try that one more time. We'll try it this way. I'm just going to tie a little bit of a half knot there and then do my bow. But it really was easy. We did go outside and do it because we were afraid of the fumes and the mess. My hubby was quite glad that we were outside doing this part of the project. Okay, well, there's a cute little coasters. What do y'all think of that idea? Let us know in the comments. Jan, you want to do the next one? what would you like to show next? All right.
Yeah, I'm not ready. You go ahead.
Okay.
This was, just let me say,
Yeah.
this is a gingerbread project that we did not have a stamp set for. So we improvised by using puffy paint, which has been retired from Stampin' Up! For a while. And it was fun because it makes the gingerbread look like it was freshly frosted. And we all had a good time working with it.
We did. We really enjoyed it. And this is from the red velvet paper that's in the catalog this year.
And the hat.
With the hat and the ribbon, but it's a fuzzy ribbon. I don't think you can ribbon. I'm calling it ribbon paper, fuzzy paper. So we had the hat cut out in white and red, and then cut them apart and added those pieces on there, and it's just darling.
Doesn't it put a smile on your face? It just does.
Absolutely. And then look what we have inside. Amy found a gingerbread bakery antibacterial hand spray. So isn't that just a darling little gift? You could put a candy, you could put anything in there, but that gingerbread spray, I think, was a great idea. And I don't think we even smelled it that day.
I don't think
Should have
so.
checked it out. We were so busy doing all that, but that's a cute one, and it stands
Frosting
up.
our cookie.
Frosting our cookies with the puffy paint. Okay, what's next, Jan?
Let's do this one.
Okay.
Special little gift box.
Isn't that cute? Special gift box. And we had our initials, and this is a set that is called Banner.
Party banners, party dies, alphabet.
Yep. And it's so you can make anything monogrammed, which makes it a lot more special to do it that way. And then we've got little candies in here. But who knew with paper crafting, you could make any size little box you want out of the cardstock. Stampin' Up! Quality cardstock is thick enough. It's really great quality. Sturdy.
But
yes.
Still flexible.
Yep. Sturdy but flexible. And then this is the Designer Series paper pack that's used on top just to make that little lid. And I'm not sure which stamp set those were from, but they were darling. They were already die cut for us. So with our initials, so we felt very special, as would anyone you give a gift to like this. And it's simple to just put a little window sheet inside. If you can see that clear window sheet that's attached to the inside of the Designer Series paper after they punched out the initial. Yay. Any questions on that or comments? We'd love to hear what you think. Oh, Jan wants to talk about this one. Look at this. How beautiful is this ornament? Jan, what was your thoughts about it? What are your
I
thoughts?
love the fact that it was organic using the cinnamon stick, a whole real cinnamon stick. Gives it a little aroma also, and it's just festive and nice. We used a hot glue gun to adhere the tree to the cinnamon stick and to the gold hoop. By the way, I didn't think those gold hoops would be an asset to my stash, but I tell you, they're really neat. They are really nice. And after seeing a couple of these cool projects, I definitely went out and ordered some. They're good. They're good to have.
I agree. And this tag is from the Traditional Labels set that we used on our Christmas Traditions of Christmas.
Yes.
Retreat that we did. We didn't call it a retreat, but it was an all-day deal where we did so many cards. But this is called Modern Christmas, this suite that is, I think this is an online exclusive, but I'm not sure.
I think it is too. Yes.
But this again is from that ephemera pack that's gold, and I think some of the greetings are silver and some of them are gold. And then this is the Modern Christmas DSP. But isn't that lovely? And they really weren't difficult to make. You just cut out, I think we had 3 sheets of each of the papers, the stripe and the stars, and we scored them in half and folded them together and then just glued them back to back. And that's it. Made a lovely ornament.
It really is neat, yes.
Really pretty.
Yes.
And a totally different look from the typical red and green that everything else is. Okay, what do we want to show next?
How about staying in that same vein of the modern Christmas?
Great idea. And this card would be from that same designer series paper pack called Modern Christmas. And we use the gold foil. This is with the Stylish Shapes dies, both of these. And then this is from that Modern Christmas suite, whatever. I'm not sure what the bundle is called, but that whole suite is called Modern Christmas. And that tree is cut out of it as the star. And then we played with it about 5 minutes before this video was starting.
Yeah. Yep.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
And added a little, we used to carry a gold Wink of Stella pen. And so I've added some gold splotches in the back to fill in some of that white space on that white paper. And I think that really added. So I know a lot of people have some different things in their stash, kind of like we did. And we can't have everything that's not retired. So we played with that and really liked the effect.
Exactly.
And Jan's going to play with the placement on hers. You want to explain why about your paper?
Some of the paper has trees, and then other parts of it is considerably white and just open space. So I think I'm going to cut out some trees from my sample pack of DSP, and I'm going to pop some up and to give it a little more dimension and to fill in the white space a little bit more.
I like that idea. I think that'll be really cute. Okay, there was a card.
What do you want to do next?
Well, you're choosing.
I'm choosing.
You're choosing.
All right, let's go to this one. Wait, this one. Autumn.
Okay.
We're going to step back into autumn.
Yeah, going back to fall, which we're still in here in Lubbock. It's a little cool today, but we have had some nice weather here. I hope y'all have had some nice where you live. But this is from, I believe it's called the Gather Together Suite or Gathering Together, something like that. That has the embossing folder. That's a 3D embossing folder. That's really interesting. It's not your typical leaf pattern. These are all just right up and down, straight up and down, right in a row. I think you can see that texture there. Mm-hmm. And then these are just cut out of one of the DSPs. That's a large toile. It's called Autumn Toile, the paper. And those of you who are on and watching would love to know who you are and where you're from. If you want to put that in the comments, that would be awesome. And then we've got the traditional labels again with that. And the Autumn Wishes is from Amber Autumn. And then both of those are from that Autumn Toile paper.
Yes, yes.
And then this is called Irregular Weave Ribbon. Or trim or something. Yeah. It's a natural, it really has it's stiff, but yet it did a faux bow. I don't know that it would be kind of bulky to tie a knot with, I think, but it worked. I did a little faux bow on there. And then these I thought were really pretty, and I didn't get those ordered. Did you?
No.
Did you order those?
No, didn't get those.
Cajun Crazy Gold little embellishments, which I think are just beautiful. And then we used a greeting inside from the Words for the Season. We used that a lot on the Traditions of Christmas cards that we made. And then there was a Halloween greeting, and then this one that was more of a Thanksgiving or thankful season, we'll say.
I think some made that into a birthday card as well.
Yeah.
So just because you're offered something doesn't mean you can't change it up to meet your need.
Exactly.
If you need a birthday card, make it a birthday card. That would be a beautiful one.
Yes. Okay. Thank you. And we're going to go to our other fall card that we did. I think, did we just do 2 fall cards? I think we did.
Yes. Well, there's
this one we changed up a little bit from the original design, just like Jan said. It's your card. We get to create it our way, right? Mm-hmm. So we didn't have the Gather suite, so we used the Autumn Wishes from the Amber Autumn, and then this is one of the leaves that I had left over from a pack from Stampin' Up! Quite a while back. I don't know how many years ago that was. And then I kind of changed up the layering, and then it was Jan's idea to add this plaid 3D folder.
Embossing.
embossing folder, and it worked great, I think, with this paper. Just really made those leaves pop. So we used the Mossy Meadow and Old Olive twine pack. It's the not Baker's, linen thread. There's a natural linen thread, and then the Old Olive and Mossy Meadow linen thread come in a 2-pack. So I use
With
those.
Early Espresso.
Yeah, Early Espresso and Old Olive. And we did a lot of those bows on my last class, which
Joyful Days.
Joyful Days.
Yes.
Yes, how quickly we forget. We've had a lot of those lately. So there's that fall card. Isn't that beautiful? And that would work, like Jan said, it would work beautifully for a birthday, a fall birthday, or anniversary, anything. So just think about when you're doing these, if you see a design that you like online on my Pinterest page or on a YouTube video or anywhere you find one, you can make that design happen with some of the supplies that you have. Or if you fall in love with just the designer series paper and you have that pack, but you don't have the plaid folder, then you can use a different folder that you have and make it work with that. So we're all about flexibility. And here is another autumn card. And this one is a beautiful design with these are from the branching out dies. They're kind of like those countryside corner dies where we had nesting dies starting with a really large one and going down to a smaller. And these do the same thing where there's probably 6 or 7 of them that stack or nest. But these have the corners in instead of the straight corners like the countryside corners did. And this is the same designer series paper pack called Autumn Toile, or that's the name of the suite. Maybe both. And this is from the Words of the Season dies. So they coordinate with that Words of the Season that we had on the inside of that other card. I'm not sure if I got it in here too. Yes, so incredibly grateful for all my blessings, especially you. And I'm grateful to you, whether you're watching live on Facebook or live on YouTube, or if you're watching the replay. We are thrilled that you're here and would love for you to make comments and ask questions and say silly things and see if you can make us laugh, whatever you want to do.
Already we're laughing.
Okay, so isn't that a beautiful card? We changed this design up too. We changed the color scheme.
Yes. We added shaded spruce needles of the tree, of the pine, as opposed to Cajun craze.
Yep, and made it more of a, this reminds me of Ruidoso or something. I don't know why, but, and then these are those brown embellishments. I don't remember exactly what those are called. Those are still current and they are really pretty. They kind of look like wood, but they're really shiny and they just go with a lot of different fall patterns and even into winter with anything with the brown, whether it seems like it really works well with Early Espresso or pecan pie, anything.
What color are your pine cones?
I did my pine cones. I stamped them once in pecan pie, and then I went back in with a pecan pie blend and made it a little darker to kind of give it a little more depth. I really liked, Jan did hers in the Early Espresso, the pine cones, and I really liked how they had that darker was a little more crisp, but I had already done mine in pecan pie. So that's why I went back over mine, made them a little darker to look more like hers.
Well, they turned out beautiful.
Well, thank you.
I like the color.
Thank you. It was fun to do.
Okay, next.
Any requests from the peanut gallery out there? Isn't that what that's called?
Let's do the other gingerbread.
We're going back to another gingerbread. How cute is this little pouch? And Amy found gingerbread spice hot chocolate double donut. We don't have a double donut around here. I don't know.
I think we need to get some of that though.
I do too. I really do. I think we should have had some while we were making this. We should have smelled that. We didn't think of it. We were so busy. We didn't think of much except what we were doing. Woo! It was a lot going on. But see how that pouch just fits in there? And this was easy peasy to put together. And then look at this little gingerbread guy. And none of us bought this, and we all regretted it once we used this little
Yeah.
the dies that or the die cuts that Amy had already done. But here's that same cute hat and scarf that we used on the little stand-up gingerbread guy.
Yes.
And I think that's about it. Cute, cute, cute. Open it up. And this was from one of the past, I believe it was a paper pumpkin kit.
And didn't you sponge that?
Yes, Jan, thank you. I did. So it would have a little depth to it. I sponged that with early espresso, and I'm not sure if you can tell that that's kind of two-tone there and on the inside. So I was afraid I got him a little crispy up here on his head, but I covered it up
with pink eyes.
Yeah, and he has pink eye. Yes, pink eyes.
Creative license.
Yep, we can do what we want. It matches the other part. So this one we changed up quite a bit from Amy's original design. This was another one that we didn't have the cute little, I think the stamp set she used is called Festive Flurry. And that, we did not have that one. It had the cute little snowman and kind of peeking in from the side. And then what was the other thing? Something else. A snowman and a Santa, I think, are in that Festive Flurry set.
They're like elves. They're small little.
Yeah. Yeah. One was like, maybe that's it. An elf and a snowman. I don't remember exactly. But yes, they were really cute. So we found this from a previous set that's a Stampin' Up! Retired set. And then the Holly and Jolly is from the current Jolly Holly set. And the cute little tree is from some set that Amy sent us. And then these are the postage stamp dies that are still current. And I thought that was a kind of a neat mix with the pool party and the real red there. And then we took the colors, we used Stampin' Blends to color in the scarf to kind of match some of the colors in this striped paper. And then brought in the red and the pool party on the tree with the ornaments. Isn't that cute? And then may the magic of Christmas fill each corner of your home and heart. That again is from Words for the Season.
You know, it would have been nice on his hat is to have put a little red jewel.
Oh, we do need to do that.
Yeah,
we'll go back and do that.
Yeah.
That'll be just make it perfect.
Okay.
What's next?
Let's do this and then this.
Okay.
Okay.
Sounds great. And here's our cute little card. And we have quite a bit of this paper because we got a full pack of the 12 by 12 DSP.
Is that North Pole?
Yes, I believe that is North Pole or North Pole Delivery. Yeah.
Yes.
Something. It was really cute pack of paper that has the little die cuts that will just fall out for you. And I cut mine a little bit tighter because they do have quite a white border around them. I like a little bit of white, but that one had a little bit too much for me. So I went ahead and did a little bit more. And then we got out our puff paint again. And I kind of went a little crazy using the puff paint. And I made clouds and snow on the trees. But we, instead of using ribbon here in between, we did the little puff paint for snow here and made little paw prints using do you remember that stamp set?
No, that was an old one that
Diane
brought.
Yeah. Cute. And we did not finish the insides of those. And this the red border here, that's in Poppy Parade, and that is with the postage stamp die that is still current.
Mm-hmm.
And we have a 3D home decor. Let's look at this one on. Ooh, I just got myself a splinter in my hand. I was gonna say hold it up. Whoop, hold it. Here we go. Now it's in front of our face.
That's okay.
Here we go. Look at this. How wonderful. Isn't that fun? Would this fit in your decor at your home? Do you like doing 3D pieces with either the scrapbooking products that Stampin' Up! Has or the paper crafting? This kit was just perfect for this because it had all these little die cuts in it. And then I thought this looked like snow. Did you?
Yes, absolutely.
In the background. And this was just a little frame that bought it Hobby Lobby, I think, that was part of our little retreat box. So it was fun to do. All these are popped up, and then the green trees are part of that North Pole delivery suite. And we added some little embellishments. I think those are deer dots, is what they were called. And it hangs. You can hang it, of course, either way, the frame, but this one we want to hang this way. So we just wanted to share that with you to kind of expand what you do with paper crafting. It's not limited to just cards. All right, here's another card that we did with that same pack of paper that we made the coasters from. I wish we could think of the name of that, but I cannot. And we added some little rhinestones to her design, but this is that same little, you don't have to get it. That's okay. Well, they can find it. They'll find it.
Just comment and we'll
Just
be
comment
glad
and
to
we'll
respond.
look it up. Yeah, there you go, Jan. So these little die cuts were in there, the little banner, and then this is one of the traditional labels dies that we cut out, and then this ribbon is that real red shiny, I think it's just called shiny red ribbon.
It's
shiny,
beautiful.
it really is pretty, and it looks stiff, but it's really pretty soft, and it ties a bow beautifully.
Little hint of gold in it.
Yeah, Diane was really proud of her bow, wasn't she?
She was.
But we thought that was a pretty card and easy. You first look at it and you think, well, what are you going to do with this wreath that's cut off? But isn't it lovely? And now it's a bow. Okay, this card we totally changed up. We did not have the little stocking set with 3 stockings that Amy had designed the card with. So we pulled this out from a couple of years ago, I think, that was from a Marion Bright set, and we did a full on all day or 2-day retreat kind of thing here a couple of years ago. And then that's where this paper came from. So these are retired products right here, the lights, because we didn't have the set that Amy had, but we thought it turned out cute. And the Bright and Happy Christmas Wishes, that greeting is from the Jolly Holly bundle that is still out. And then this is from the Textured Notes dies. Can y'all see that detail in those? It just really makes a difference to have that texture. And I used the blending brush with soft sea foam, and that's why you have that little bit. You can see more color on the textured part. It kind of picks it up more. And then I did a little in the background kind of as a glow, like you would have from an electric light, but I didn't want yellow because there wasn't any yellow in the designer series paper, but there is some soft sea foam. So that's when I'm designing a card, that's what I take into consideration, or what colors are present in the designer series paper pack. Not the pack, but the one that I chose to use. So that's what's important to me, is that's one of my favorite things about Stampin' Up, is that everything coordinates.
Absolutely.
So that's my favorite thing, is take a designer series paper that has 3 or 4 colors in it, and then use those colors and repeat them on the greeting or the layers to make a really coordinated piece. You have anything else to say about that? Okay. Bright and happy Christmas wishes to y'all. We appreciate you watching. Okay, we've got one more card that is just darling, and this is one we changed up a little bit also. These peppermints are from
2 years ago with the gingerbread.
No.
DSP, aren't they?
Oh, this peppermint, or these, Amy die cut these out of something current.
Yes.
But I don't know which set it was. This is the traditional labels dies, and then the Sending You Peppermint Kisses was from, I think, 2 years ago. Maybe in that gingerbread piece.
And I think
these are still current.
Oh,
the peppermint discs are still current in the annual catalog. They were not in the new holiday catalog, but they're either online or they carried them over in the annual catalog, one or the other. But they are still current.
They're fun pops.
They are fun. And this little peppermint background, we just did Pretty in Pink on the Pretty in Pink cardstock. And then this paper is from some cute little suite that has the peppermints and gingerbread. I don't know. We didn't have time to research all that. We've been busy making them. So, but it was a lot of fun. And that changes it up. You don't have to have red and green for Christmas. You can use a lot of different colors, a lot of different subjects. And here's our reason for the season card. And Jan, we should be showing yours. Oh, I do have it in there. I have it in the envelope.
Baby Jesus.
So we can add baby Jesus from the Oh Holy Night set. And you can cut him out. Mary and Joseph are holding him on with that stamp set, but you can put him in the manger or the creche, however you say it. And we had the lights from the Oh Holy Night stamp set and the greeting there, and that is all in Secret C. And then this glimmer paper is from the Peaceful Garden suite, as are these designer series paper. That's from the Peaceful Garden suite, I believe. And then we use, that's a Druzy that is still in the current catalog, I believe. And then we did, this was from a previous stamp set, but we really liked it for the inside.
All right. Are you ready, everyone?
Okay. Are we about to do a big finish? And this isn't all the projects we did, but it's most of them. So I think we still lack a couple of cards.
No?
Oh.
Yeah, you got to take that.
Look at our banner. Do you love it? Love it.
We do.
We do. You can tell we're happy with it. And you could certainly make this banner with whatever your color scheme is at home. If you're not the traditional red and green, you could certainly change that up. And we've got, let's see how much we can get in here. If we kind of turn it a little bit, we can kind of make a circle out of it and see the Mary, hopefully, or overlap them. Maybe we can overlap them a little bit and get a shot of it that way. But this banner, Jan bought these, and I'm so jealous. I'm going to have to pay her for half of it so I can borrow it a lot. But these are the same letters that we used to cut out this monogrammed piece. And then we actually, at a retreat, we had a little monogrammed thing that would go on a keychain or go on our bag that had our initial on it. And you can cover those. You can cut them out of chipboard and cover them with designer series paper. These are embossed. They're cut out and then embossed with, I believe that's an eyelet embossing folder. I'm not sure. I don't have that one. But, ooh, Jan added some Wink of Stella on hers. It's really pretty. Jazz these up.
Sure.
Oh, yeah.
The trees.
You want to talk about that?
No.
Well, these trees are just darling. And, well, I was turning it over like we could see the back, but we can't. It's covered up. But the gingham paper is on the back of this paper that has a lot of the different designs on it. And so the plastic part, the white or the clear plastic, upside down. The clear plastic part sticks out probably half an inch at least. I would say you'd have to if you were going to mail it, it would have to be like in a bubble wrap pack. But you just fill the little clear plastic thing with the gold stars that are loose sequins. And it already has a sticky around the edge, like a tear and tape around the edge. And then on both sides, on the top and on the bottom. So you peel the tear and tape off of the top, stick it to the back of the red, and then you flip it over, add all your sequins, peel the tear and tape off again, and add your little piece of paper. You just make sure that whatever side is down is the side that you want to show through the tree.
Before you do any of that, though, you're going to need to die cut the tree out of the red in order to fit
Yes, you are.
bubble tree in.
Yes, you
slot.
are. We didn't have to do that step. It was already done for us.
It was already done
fortunately.
for us, yeah.
But
Yeah.
yes. And because that's too big for a punch. So it has to be a die
Yes.
and not a
Yes.
punch. And then again, this is from that same set that we made the coasters and all that, the 6x6 pack that has all the die cuts and the cute paper in it. So thanks for that. And then these are the same little iridescent gold embellishments. There was another name, iridescent foil
Yes.
gems,
Yes.
I think, that we used on our Joyful Days projects too. But they turned out really pretty in there. So look, I hope y'all have enjoyed these projects. And if you get inspired to make something and you need some of these products, I am happy to send you a link, or you can go to my store, go to createwithkelly.com and click shop, and it'll take you right to the store.
I want to say one thing about the banners. This is one of the smaller banners out of that set. They will come maybe 10 inches tall. So you can make very large banners out of this die cut.
Yes, you certainly can. And the letters are this size, however,
Yes,
which is about 2.5 inches, maybe 2.25. They're 2.25 tall by about almost 2 inches wide, some of them. So, yeah, 1.75 to 2 inches wide. So you would, if you make a really big banner, you may want to layer several of these like we did here, layer
Absolutely.
the banner
together.
And then you can make a big one. And this would be great for a kid's room, spell out the kid's name. I mean, anything. Isn't that awesome? We're going to go right to us. All right. Well, thank y'all for tuning in. Let us know if you have any comments. We'll try to come back and check and answer any questions you have. Anything you would like to add, Jan?
It was a great weekend with great friends.
Yes, it was. And if you would like to join our Create with Kelly crew, whether you join our team or you just come to our classes, we would love to have you. And I will be posting some soon. I'm just trying to finish up some cards this afternoon, and then I will send out. We're going to have a lunch together on Friday, December, whatever that first Friday is. The 5th? 4th or 5th?
Yes.
Somewhere in there. Whatever that first Friday is, we will be having lunch together that day if you're interested in that. And then I will be adding additional classes information to my newsletter. If y'all will sign up for that, that would be great. You can go still again to the createwithkelly.com. It'll have a little panel on the side, and you just click on subscribe to the MailChimp, and that will get you on the list so you get to know what all wonderful classes and events are coming up. So thanks again for tuning in. We appreciate you. Please like and share with your crafty friends. We appreciate you.
Bye.
Have a good weekend. Fun times ahead. Bye-bye.